What's up, everyone? It's Five Trades here, doing a market recap of my trades today. Uh, Today was actually not a bad day for me. Stay till the end. I'll tell you how much I made for the day. You can also see it on my Instagram and my Substack. But here we go. So I actually did two trades before market open. Statistically, I don't do well with trades before market open, but I like to give it a shot anyway. So I did one trade before market open, and I mean at the time, what was going on in my head was I saw this trend line, saw that it had just bounced off, so I thought, okay, this would be a great opportunity, for it to just continue longer, because it actually had such a big downward move overnight. We gapped down pretty big this morning, and anyway, we ended up just I ended up getting stopped out right at the trend line, and I just couldn't help but just be frustrated and thinking, why wasn't I just patient? So this whole trade where I lost $210, this took 11 minutes for me to realize this loss. And then I took a second chance to go long, and I entered in just maybe 2 minutes before market open. This move where I made $225, this took 17 seconds. And this is a 2000 tick chart, so that's why these candles, even though from here to here is three candles, here to here is two candles, this is over 10 minutes. This is less than a minute. And I always find that very interesting when you look at the tick charts. I do prefer tick charts over time charts now. Anyway, so we have this trend line that is drawn, and it's so helpful for the rest of the trades. I mean, hindsight's 2020, and I wish I had thought this clearly during the trading time. But hindsight's 2020. I'm going over my trades for posterity's sake, so I can learn. So here, I took a stab short. I wanted just a quick scalp, 10 points. I accomplished that here. Took $200 here via short, and I tried to go short again because I thought, hey, this thing is going down timber, because there is a lot of downward pressure from the whole day. So I went short here again, but this time I took a $208 loss, completely wiped away my gains from earlier. I need to figure out how to time myself better, because I just get chopped around trying to figure out the direction. So now that it went up really high, hit this trend line, I'm thinking, okay, it's going to keep going up. I go long, I get stopped out for $210. I try going long again. I lose $165. It's very frustrating. My next attempt long was good. It was a good move, and I ended up just gaining a lot of points. This was probably like 40, 50 points at the peak right here. I entered a second long right above the green candle here. I figured, hey, if we can do a little stop run here, it'll just go up, and hopefully it just keeps going up. But actually there was some consolidation here before it went down and stopped me out. So my second contract that I added ended up having a $180 loss, but my first contract was $435 of profit. So that washes out to a little more than $200 profit there. And once it dropped down right here, I did notice that it did not make a new low, and then it kind of it had this solid green bar. It did made me think that this was a liquidity grab, so maybe I have another attempt to go up high. So, but I also needed to run an errand. So I took a stab long. Once price had moved up kind of high, I put my stop like right below this red candle here, and I was expecting it to just keep running up. But while I was running my errand, I did get a notification like, hey, it did close out for just a $130 profit. Now, I have to be careful whenever this happens, because I always get frustrated when, hey, I had $1,000 in profit up here, but I stopped out down here for $130 profit. Uh, this move, how long did this take? Let me just see. This was a 18-minute move. Making $130 in 18 minutes is not bad, but I was just so frustrated, and a lot of times I go on tilt after losing potential gains. So my next move, I thought this might have been another liquidity grab. So right when we got around here, I decided to take a stab long. This was a failure, lost $210. And at this point, I just thought, okay, I'm shorting now because the downward pressure's back. Sellers showed up. We're going down. I could not get a good sell price. I was hoping that there would be one last reach, one last pullback for me to enter, but that was not happening. So I had to just take a risky short. I shorted one contract, held it. I added another contract right here, but then I started to freak out. Now, if you look where I added it, it's not like I just randomly guessed, but I saw this green candle and I thought, okay, if it can go below this green candle and hold, I'll enter. So I actually entered via stop. But, when I entered here, there was a slight pullback and it was taking some time to go down. I was very, very worried. So I I put a break even stop loss right here, and wouldn't you know, it hit my stop before continuing down. So it had, once it had the strong move down, I moved my stop loss here so that it would just break even with this one, but it tagged it, making my first trade be worth $450 before it kept going down and continuing down, down, down. Now, this, I've taken an $805 profit here. I was expecting it to go down and hit the overnight low, but that didn't happen. And I was so cautious. I did not want to add any more contracts now because, when you go down this low, you got to really be careful about adding contracts to your position. So I just put a stop loss above this candle right here, and we ended up getting tagged out. And then once I saw this red candle, did a quick $115 scalp. And at this point of the day, I was pretty much done with trading. I was at like $1,900 in profit. I also did some trades on ES. The trades on ES were all pretty similar too. Like, let me see if I can find them. I mean, they were, oh yeah, like right here, I took a $500 profit. I trade up to 3 contracts at a time. Usually I do, either 2 NQ, 1 ES, or 2 ES, 1 NQ. So I made $500 on this move, $137 on this move. This move frustrated me. This was when I went and ran an errand. Or no, this was when I went to run an errand. It had earned so much money just for it to get stopped out right here and give me a $175 win. That was extremely frustrating. So, and then I took a $600 profit over here on 2 contracts at a time. So I did really well with ES today too. And all those things, they put me at about like right around 9:52 a.m. Central. I was pretty much done. I made like $1,900, but I wanted more money. I wanted to make $2,200 because my risk settings in Tradeovate is that once I hit $2,200 in profit, I auto liquidate and I lock myself out of trading to prevent overtrading. Well, what do you think I did? In trying to get that last like $200-$300 in profit, I ended up losing like $800. So, these are all my attempts to make money, to get that last 200. When I got chopped up all right here, lost 220 here, lost money here. That brought me down to $1,100 in earnings today, and I was really disappointed in myself. I was like, wow, why didn't I just walk away with $1,900 in my pocket? Now I only have $1,100. But I was being a little bit stubborn, so I did notice this downward trend, and I did 2 contracts. Kind of, I mean, if I'm being honest, it was a little bit of a YOLO move. I did 2 contracts, and I just let it ride, and I expected to take profit around 12.0, 12.011, 12.010. Those were kind of my targets. Right around here, where this candle goes low. And fortunately, once it hit $2,200 in net profit, auto liquidated. Because as you can see here, if it wasn't for the auto liquidation, I might have pulled my take profit lower, so out of greed. But because of the auto liquidation setting, it automatically closed these 2 trades, and then the NQ completely reversed on me. And so I'm just grateful here that grateful that I was able to exit out of the market by like 11 a.m. and then just kind of watch it. Yeah, so this is what happened to me today, and I was out of the market. There was a lot of opportunity to make money because it was super volatile. I mean, you could have just rode the trend down, 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 down. That would have been a good move. Uh, but let's go look at the performance center. Yeah, so as you can see, my gross P&L for the day was 23.95. Profitable trades was 5,417. Losing trades was 3,000. And the interesting thing was my win rate was only 51%, which isn't that high, but when your winners are bigger than your losers, your win rate being low is okay, but you do have to be careful that you don't get chopped up too much where you can't trade. You get locked out of your account because of your risk settings, or you lose too much money, you have to walk away. That's what I got to work on, because I do feel like part of my success today was a little bit of luck. I was a little stubborn today, and I do have to work on my discipline. All of this $3,000 in losses, I did not need to incur that. I probably could have maybe, I mean, you'll always have loss in trading. That's the name of the game, but why did it have to be 3,000? Maybe I could have only done $1,500 in losses and just been patient. So, I could have made maybe $1,500 more today, or made my profit target a lot earlier and less stressful. So I do need to work on reducing my losers and making my winners more consistent. But again, I'm going to take the winning day. I think I am improving overall, and I am seeing progress in my trades. If you want to see a recap of my trades, you can go to my Instagram, the YouTube videos, obviously, or my Substack. I always download my trades via CSV. I take a CSV file from Tradeovate. I pop that into Google Calendar. So, I mean, not Google Calendar, Google Sheets. So you have access to that. You can see all my trades, good or bad. I have it all listed there so that you can keep an eye on me. I appreciate you watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thank you, and good luck trading tomorrow.